It's time again for the Brick King's annual holiday display for 2024. In celebration of the recent release of the Nightmare Before Christmas set, I decided this year's theme would be an interpretation centered around Jack Skellington's attempt to celebrate Christmas like how he did in the movie. Now, the centerpiece of the display is the Nightmare Before Christmas Lego set, but it has been modified and decked out for the holidays. Snowfall covers the town hall, completely encasing the roof with a layer of white. For Jack's house, well, I don't have as many white cheese slope pieces, so I had to intersperse them amongst the black pieces. But they do have the holiday lights set out, as well as on the town hall. The tree features the singing skeletons from the opening song of This Is Halloween. We have Shock, Lock, and Barrel kidnapping Santa. We have some gifts that have been wrapped with bats and spiders and other slimy creatures. The mayor is announcing the great news next to the scraggly Christmas tree. This tree is reminiscent of the Christmas tree that Jack showed the town when he was explaining what Christmas was all about to them. We have some carolers, and of course, it wouldn't be a Nightmare Before Christmas theme without a skeleton joining the choir. We have a werewolf staying at the Alpine Lodge. For those who are staying and need to use the restroom, well, please beware though. Anyone who decides to use this outhouse, I'm not sure what is coming out of it, whether it's a plant, a monster, or a plant monster. On the light post, we've got the living wreath monster, inspired by one of the decorations that Jack Skellington bestows upon the world while he goes around on Christmas Eve. It's Halloween Town, so of course we have a coven of witches. We have some toys that were made, including the Jack-o'-lantern Jack-in-the-Box, again, taken from the movie. On the frozen pond, instead of kids playing hockey, well, we have skeletons playing hockey with a pumpkin as the puck. Now, stepping back, one thing that I had to be cautious of when creating this scene was, I had these ideas of like, oh, the gingerbread people, why don't we have them being cooked in the oven? And I have a snow blower, what if it was shooting out red snow? But I had to realize that, The Nightmare Before Christmas is not a horror film. It's a family movie. And so I needed to keep my display relatively PG. Now, that being said, the residents of Halloween Town still don't quite understand Christmas, and so yeah, the big Christmas tree in town is decorated with a garland made up of heads. Kind of spooky, kind of freaky, but that's how Halloween Town rolls. And finally, we have Jack Skellington getting ready to deliver his gifts to the kids of the world in his coffin sleigh, being drawn by skeleton reindeer. And while technically I don't have skeleton reindeer, I worked with the next best thing and I modified some skeleton characters to look somewhat like reindeer. And of course we have Zero in the lead with his shiny red nose. Now, I do wish I had a little bit more time, and I am still working with a limited supply of bricks. So when I was designing quickly the coffin sleigh, it's kind of crude, but it'll work in this situation. So, this is the holiday display for 2024. One of the other things that I wish I had the time and the pieces to do were some spooky, scary snowmen. Thinking along Calvin and Hobbes, some of his creations. I think the townsfolk of Halloween Town would create some scary-looking snowmen that would come to life. That's all for now. Enjoy your holidays, no matter what holiday you celebrate.